That's all that was ever done. That's all you need to. That is not stalking. And bear in mind that we know the real name, because in my dealings with him for 2 years, he was going under his real name and boasting about the book that he had. And also the back cover of the book has got his photograph on it. So he's docked himself everywhere.
Yeah.
So nobody has done any stalking whatsoever. I've dealt with the guy for 2 years under his real name. All over the internet, Facebook groups, whatever. And so this whole thing is just a red herring. I'm sorry, Voltaire, I didn't mean to go on as much.
So basically, she's admitted that she's basically been stalking the guy for 2 years. Really, at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, this whole show is about stalking. The atheist admitting they've been stalking Christians.
Yeah.
Well, with Richard Raspberry to try to work things out. He got extremely excited. I've got it recorded where you can
Might be the most. In my personal life, my mother was a theist, then she became an atheist, then she's kind of still became a theist again. That's about for theism again and find a new hobby.
Oh, yeah, no.
Actually, part of why I was accused of not dropping his parents' names, etc., 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 and all that.
Basically, these atheists are investigating people's private lives. They are involved in character assassination. They don't want academic debates. And they're lying through the teeth. Every single one of these atheists have been involved in cyberbullying, aggressive behaviour, and at the end of the day they need to stop. They do witch hunts and they take away people's free speech, and they're getting away with it. And they don't debate people, they don't have academic debates, and they're just horrible people. And I think that this witch hunt on Richard Raspberry is laughable, coming from a bunch of idiots who are forever lying through the teeth. These are the biggest liars on YouTube. Biggest bunch of bullies and biggest bunch of liars ever. And they're not a total and utter disgrace. Hogtie Champ has lied through his teeth. Alex has lied through his teeth. Jim Gardner's lied through his teeth. Fiona's lied through her teeth. They're just a bunch of liars, and they're just picking on people. And I'm sick to death of it. Absolutely sick to death of it. And I'm just going to continue to pray. But the Magic Sandwich Show is a bunch of liars and bullies. Hogtie Champ is a liar and a bully. Alex is a liar and a bully. And you just start persecuting and cyberbullying Richard Raspberry rather than getting on with academic debate. You know, Hogtie Champ, why don't you just debate Richard Raspberry? Have an academic debate with him, but no, you'd rather spend 2 crappy hours talking about Richard Raspberry's private life rather than actually get on and have an academic debate on evolution, because you know you'd lose. Fiona, why don't you have an academic debate with Richard Raspberry? Eh? Said you spend 2 crappy hours attacking the guy. You know, and you might throw a stone at him, but there are 2 coming back at you, because every time you're criticising him, the crap that you lot are coming out with, the lies that you are spewing out every flipping week, you're a total joke. You edit Christian apologist videos, you say what Christian apologists say when they haven't said it, you cyberbully him to death, and you're doing a witch hunt against Brett King, you're doing a witch hunt against Richard Raspberry, and it's because you can't win a debate. You don't know what to do, you don't know how to deal with people. You cause these crappy controversies because you've got nothing better to do with your lives. You spent 7 hours the other day talking crap, talking about people's private lives. You're a total joke, you're a total absolute pathetic joke. And you're not part of the big debate. You couldn't debate yourself out of a paper bag, hog tie champ. DPR Jones couldn't debate himself out of a paper bag. Alex Bolton's not been tested. He can't debate himself. He doesn't know how to debate. The guy's an intellectual terrorist. You're just littering YouTube with your crap. You want to get off YouTube and get a life and just debate people. Instead of wasting your life spending hours and hours talking about people's mental condition or people's private lives or whatever. You Fiona, talking stupid about me. You've not got a doctorate in psychology, have you? You got it? Oh, yeah, you probably turn up with one next week, won't you? Oh, I've got a doctorate. Start huffing and puffing. You, hog tie champ, you ain't got a doctorate in psychology, have you? What have you got? What gives you the right to talk about people's private life, how they feel, what they think? You've got no right whatsoever. You just need to get on with academic debates and discussion. You're horrible people. You're absolutely disgusting in the way you behave, the way you treat people on YouTube. I was invited by Making Explicit to go and talk to him. I tried to ask him for an academic debate, and it turned out into a big hoo-ha, crappy, disgusting cyberbullying attack upon me. You sit there all smug, with your little smug cups, with your little smug lives, being smug, spending hours and hours talking about people. You're a disgrace. You just bully people all the time. Look at you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people talking about 2 individual people. That's cyberbullying. I'm making this video because I'm standing up for a friend of mine, Richard Raspberry, because I cared about the guy, and whatever he's said, whatever he's done, or whatever, as far as I'm concerned, he's a good guy. And you're the bad guys. You're the nastiest bunch of people ever, because you can't defeat him in academic debate. Not one of you's ever defeated him in academic debate, because he's tore you apart. He's ripped your people apart. He's absolutely demolished you on evolution. Absolutely demolished you. And so you can't defeat him in academic debate. Just like me. I tore you apart. I tore Aaron apart. I tore Foot apart. I tore DPR Jones apart. You didn't have any answers to my arguments. Absolutely demolished you, and you couldn't deal with it. So what did you do? You get me to lose 3,000 subscribers. You tried to section me. You tried to get the police on me. You spend hours and hours talking about my mental health, and you haven't got a doctorate. You're not psychiatrists. You haven't got doctors in psychiatry. You shouldn't be talking about people's private mental life. You've got no You're very irresponsible and you're very childish people. And you're making a mockery of atheism. And I'll be on my knees, and I'm on my knees, and I'll be praying, and I'm going to keep praying. But I won't stand by and let you kick a brother, a fellow friend in the teeth. Brett Keane and Josh. Brett Keane and Richard Raspberry, sorry, they utterly demolished the Atheist on in academic debate. They absolutely demolished you. And the fact of the matter is, for all your talking and all your going on, I really, really wish I never even bumped into you people. I really, really wish I never. I wish I'd have met some of the more decent atheists earlier on and would have been able to talk to them, because I wish to God I never bumped into you people, because you are the most nasty, vicious, disgusting people on YouTube. You're absolutely disgusting. You get away with murder. Oh, how's your auntie, Jason? Are you okay? And then the same minute on videos, under videos, you're saying nasty things. So people see, oh look, aren't the atheists caring, asking Jason how his auntie is, and then the next thing you know, you're making comments. Or please apologise because you said disgusting things. Oh, and by the way, we won't apologise to you because we were harassing you, cyberbullying you. Oh, and if you do criticise us, we'll just spend 3 to 7, maybe 15 hours every week talking about your mental illness, so everybody thinks you're messed up, so they don't listen to you. Because if we did listen to you, we don't want that, because we control YouTube, because we know what best. And you sideline people off of YouTube. And that's what you do. You're cowards. You're absolutely a bunch of cowards, and a New Covenant group can go on and on and on, making these nice videos and discussions, but I know what a nasty place of work Dr. Jones is. I know what he did to me. I know what he did to me at Christmas. And people will see one day what a nasty piece of work him and Christopher Chameleon Mort, or whatever his name is. Because I had 3,000 subscribers on my channel, and I haven't got 3,000 on my Atheist Examine channel. And they were lost because of your cyberbullying, because all of you ganged up on me at Christmas. And I wouldn't have rounded on Alex if it weren't for the fact that you as a group ganged up on me and a character assassinated me, defending DPR Jones, the idiot who couldn't debate but all he could do was stroke his cat. And you've taken my freedom of speech away, and you're a total disgrace. And you, Hogtie Champ, you made a barefaced lie, mate. You said that I phoned your wife. I haven't phoned your wife. I didn't phone your wife. Don't even know who your wife is. I don't never even talk to her. And that's what you said, right? You said I disturbed your wife. I did not disturb your wife, because you were contacting me. I never contacted you, mate. You contacted me. What about the times when Thunderfoot kept ringing me and Aaron Ra kept ringing me? Have you forgot about that? And DPR Jones, they were ringing me all the time, waking me up. I didn't say, oh, please don't ring me up. And that was harassment when they were ringing me up all that time. What about the time when Aaron said things on the League of Reason that were way, way below the belt, which were major cyberbullying? I just let it go. You've got to stop it. You've got to get your act together. You're an aggressive, nasty bunch of people. You spend hours and hours and hours on Google Hangouts talking about rubbish. And then you circle in and you circle and circle on individual people. And if you don't like what they say, then you take them out in underhanded tactics. Well, just think about this, Alex Bolton. When you go to bed, think about it, Alex. When you go to bed, you've got over 900 subscribers on your main channel. My main channel, which was Atheist Examined, had 3,000 subscribers. So all the things that you say and do, at the end of the day, you have over 900 subscribers. I have 3,000. I had 3,000. I only have 50 subscribers on that channel. And that was down to you and your people cyberbullying me, ganging up on me, accusing me of things without giving me a chance to answer back and go on your shows. All I ever want and all I ever wanted was academic debate. I lost 4,000 from 2 channels, but on Atheist Examined I lost 2,000 scholarly videos, and that was a direct result of your cyberbullying as a community. You're an utter disgrace. You're going around making videos, cutting people's videos, lying about people, bullying people, attacking people, getting them off YouTube. And it's all because at the end of the day that you haven't got anything to answer for. Then you prop it up all with nice little shows where you spend hours and hours talking about Left Coast Atheist will talk about Plato, and Magic Stanley Show will talk about science. And you have your other shows that you'll talk about these subjects for hours on end, and everybody looks on and says, oh, look at our people, aren't they smart, aren't they clever? But when Jason Burns wants to do a show on Bart Ehrman misquoting Jesus for 2 hours, don't let him do it, we'll attack him. Jason Burns wants an academic and gets it organised, don't let him do it, we'll attack him. Jason Burns' channel's doing really well, he's got 3,000 subscribers, we'll attack him. Or Jason Burns might be making an alliance with someone, we'll attack the person he's trying to get an alliance with. And on it goes. Well, I'm going to defeat you on my knees. I'm making this video for my friend Josh. You're a bunch of bullies, you're a bunch of cowards, you're a nasty piece of work, the lot of you. You're an absolute disgrace to atheism. You're very irresponsible, playing with people's mental illness when you have absolutely no right to do so. Or playing with people's mental condition. You have absolutely no right to do so. You exploit those kind of things for your own propaganda purposes. You're inept, you can't debate, you can't do academic debates, you're socially inept, unable to debate. You're hunting packs, you can't debate and talk to people in a nice, social, friendly way. And you're an absolute disgrace. You're a disgrace, Hogtie Champ. You're a disgrace, Fiona. You're a disgrace, Alex. You're a disgrace, DPR Jones. You're a disgrace, Thunderfoot, Iron Live Life 8072. All the things that you've been saying about Josh and all the things that you keep saying is nothing in comparison. Whatever I have said and whatever mistakes I have made is nothing compared to what Live Life 8072 said about me the other week. That he said online that I could kill people. And you have the goal to be attacking Josh and Brett Keane when on your own side people like that can say disgusting things. You're disgusting and you're a disgrace to talk about the way people feel online. to talk about people's depression online without permission, to talk about them behind the back without permission, about their depression, about their so-called mental illness without their permission. It's an absolute disgrace, and it's irresponsible. You don't know anything about counselling. You're not qualified as counsellors. You're a bunch of assholes who are destroying people's lives. And you need a wake-up call, and you need to get on with your life and concentrate on doing something positive with your life, instead of spending 7 hours on shows talking about other people. You need to leave Josh alone, and you need to organise social events. Have a tea party. Google Hangout tea party. Build some bridges. Stop gossiping behind people's back, trying to sow division. It's always dirty, 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 hanging out the linen with you people. Let's cause a controversy and let's hang out all the linen. Oh, Josh he's a, have you seen all what he's done? And and it's all dirty linen. You're like the Sun newspaper, hanging out the dirty linen all the time. And if anybody just crosses the line, well, we can't have him, can we? He's mentally ill, him. Oh, we won't have him. Oh, everybody will spend hours and hours and hours talking about his mental illness, so everybody's clued in and thinking that guy is screwed up and mentally ill. Or, better still, we get the guy flipping sectioned. Or better still, we'll have flipping many hours of Google Hangouts accusing him of all sorts of things, and hey, we won't give him a chance to answer back. You've got it all sewn up, haven't you? It's all nice and sewn up, Hogtie Champ, innit? Hey? Got it all nice and sewn up, mate, haven't you? And you, Alex, got it all nice and sewn up. And you, DP, because we know you're around, hiding in the background. You're letting Hogtie Champ speak on your behalf, you little poodle. You got it all sewn up, haven't you? Well, people can see what you're really like. They can see the kind of people you are. I hold my hand up, I've made mistakes, and I hold my hand up, I've said things perhaps I shouldn't have said, and I hold my hand up and I apologise for that. I really do. And if I've made mistakes or said things I shouldn't have said, or said them in a way that I shouldn't have said, I really apologise. But you got to face the fact that you've got major issues within your community. You are a cyberbullying group of people. You are cyberbullying people. You are ganging up on people. You do witch hunts. You do tend to character assassinate your opponents till they're pushed off YouTube. And you have no conscience about it and no qualms about it. And once you finish with one victim, you go on to the next, and it's relentless, and it's relentless, and it's relentless. So I hope you're happy with yourselves. After Josh, you'll move on to your next victim, and then 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 your next victim. The only people you want in the big debate are people who you can straw man and you can control. And that's why you've got, with all due respect, that's why you have G-Man in the big debate. Because I've listened to him, and I mean this with all respect, G-Man, but you haven't got a clue half the time you're talking, mate. You really don't know what you're talking about. And these people know it, and that's why you're in the big debate. These people keep me out of the big debate because they know I kicked their ass on the resurrection of Christ. They know I kicked their ass if I was talking on Bart Ehrman. They know I kicked their ass if I was talking on epistemology, because they know I'll do my research and I'll come with the best scholarship. And that's why they got rid of 2,000 of my scholarly videos. That's why Aaron ran away when the paper was presented to him and he couldn't have a clue how to deal with it. That's why Matt Delunty ran away when he said, when you've done the paper, let me know. And I gave it, well, he knew I'd done the paper, and he ran away from it. And that's why I didn't write a bigger paper, because the smaller paper, you couldn't deal with it. That's why you ganged up on me when I kicked DPR Jones's ass. Oh yeah, and I might have wanted to go to the toilet when I was doing that debate, but at the end of the day, I kicked his ass. The guy didn't have a clue what he was doing. I'm on my knees and I'll be praying. I'll be asking God to deal with you. All I ever wanted in my time on YouTube was the freedom to have academic debates, the freedom to discuss Kant, the freedom to discuss Hegel, the freedom to discuss Bart Ehrman. Whenever I tried to do a show or a Google Hangout, I was jumped, not by one, not by two, but 5, 6 people of your side. Every time I tried to do a Google Hangout on a major academic topic, I was jumped and I couldn't do it. Every time a channel was doing amazingly well and was getting thousands, if not tens of thousands of hits, you brought the channel down. Every time. And you've been able to shape it, the debate. You've been able to make me look a fool because you've edited videos and you've edited them and you've put them in the order that you want to put them, and you show the bits of videos where I wasn't at my best and the videos where I do really well. For example, the video on Redline or other videos, you either flag them where I've debated atheists and beat them, you flag those videos and get them pulled down, or you change the titles of the videos so nobody can find them and see the way I dealt with your atheist. But instead, you have the videos where you've got me on Hangouts and to talk to me about my own private life. You've not done that once, you've done that on many videos. Rather than actually talk about academic subjects, you started talking about my own private life, which is part of your agenda to say, I look at Jason, he's mentally ill. And it's work to treat. Well, enjoy it. And a brilliant physicist friend of mine who's an absolute genius said to me once, he said, Jade, leave them to themselves and they'll destroy themselves. And that's what I'm going to be doing. But I'm speaking this because I can see you have been working ferociously the last 2 days to try and cause division between Brett Keane and Richard Raspberry. And I can see that you're trying to do that. And what I find disturbing is the amount of hours that you've put into it the last 2 days. You spent hours and hours strategizing, criticizing, and going over the whole issue, doing the historical study of the situation, rewriting the history for your own purposes. And meanwhile, you have soccer accounts in my name where one of them has threatened me, where we have Jim Gardner always in the shadow, that if I ever step out of line I'll get sectioned. But we have people like Hogtie Champ, who has perpetually lied about me ever since he's ever talked to me. A man who I showed the most, at the beginning, kindness to him, but he stabbed me in the back. The same with Ozzy, stabbed me in the back. I was really kind to him, but he stabbed me in the back. Oh, and by the way, if you think that every atheist agrees with your assessment of the way I am, I got a message from Ozzy's wife who clearly stated that she did not agree with the behaviour of some of you atheists trying to get me sectioned. So stick that in your pipe and smoke it, pal. At the end of the day, you can't debate people in an academic way. You can't debate people. You can't win them in academic debate. And that's a fact. Your atheism is a sham. You've got nothing to offer but spend hours and hours talking about people's private life, spinning against people. That's all you are. Atheist spin doctors against Christian apologists. Christian apologists might fail. They might make big mistakes. I'm not saying they're perfect. Like I said, I admit I've failed and made mistakes. I'm not saying I'm perfect, and I've said things that I shouldn't have said, and I apologise for that. But you are spin doctors for atheism, continually spinning against Christian apologists, rewriting history for your own purposes. So enjoy the cyberbullying. Enjoy it. It's like a chicken bone. Keep chewing on it, you'll choke on it. And it's sad. It's sad for democracy, because democracy has been taken away from YouTube. Freedom of speech has been taken away from YouTube because of people like you. You get away with it. And Christians without any discernment will take on board what New Covenant Group say, because New Covenant Group can present this lovely, sweet, nice, we have a conversation. But they're not sweet, they're not kind, they're not nice. They've got an agenda, and it's an agenda against Christian fundamentalism. As soon as they can get a Christian fundamentalist in the room and assassinate them, they will. Character assassinate them, that is. I've never met a bunch of weak, anemic cowards as you lot. If I debated you, Hogtie Champ, I would rip you apart. You wouldn't stand a chance against me if I debated you on the resurrection of Christ. If I debated you, Alex, you wouldn't stand a chance. Debated you, Jim Gardner, you wouldn't stand a chance. Debated any of you, no chance. Thunderfoot, no chance. Live Life 8072, it would be an absolute car crash if I debated him. He would have absolutely no chance. And you, Fiona, if I debated you on my topics, you'd be just coughing and spluttering your cigarette out and pulling your dummy out, mate. Go on to your next victim, as I'm sure you will, and I'm sure you'll forget this. You go on to your next victim. Go run along. Spend another 7 hours on your Google Hangouts plotting and talking about someone and causing a little bit of a controversy, all because deep down you haven't got the balls to take anybody on in academic debate. You never have. I sent Mr. DPR Jones packing, even with 5 cups of coffee, damn it, and half a bottle of wine, because of my nerves. I still sent him packing. I've never met a bunch of conniving, low-life cowards bitchy, cyberbullying, wallies as you lot. And it's good riddance from me. Keep it up. Go on to your next victim. Enjoy the victories, because what comes around goes around. One day, I'll come back on YouTube and I'll find that half of you are gone. Because what you did to other people, somewhere along the line it came back to you. You can spin, keep spinning, spend 6 hours talking about, oh, did you hear that rant by Jay, he's mentally ill and all the rest of it. Try to convince yourself and convince others. At the end of the day, I won't be here to listen to your crap and your bullshit. Your lack of qualifications on matters you shouldn't be talking about. And your lack of integrity. Because if you did care, if you did have an ounce of care, you wouldn't talk about those kind of things. It's kind of like someone who says, oh, I love your wife. It's like a husband and a wife together. And the husband says, oh, I love your wife. Have you got issues about your depression and you got sexual problems of your wife? Oh, and by the way, I'm going to go on YouTube and talk about your depression and sexual issues. A husband who did that wouldn't love his wife. It's the same with you. Oh, we love you, Jay, but oh, by the way, we'll talk hours and hours and hours about your mental propensities or whatever. That's not love. That's just bitchy, acidic, hunting in the pack, cyberbullying, pretending to care. These same people who've done that have sent me emails when they're doing these shows where they've sent nasty comments to me, and these are famous atheists, very famous atheists, who've sent me nasty comments, and at the same time they turn up on shows and say, oh, we care about Jason and his mental propensity or whatever. You say, oh, we want Jay to not get depressed, but we don't want him to move on, by the way, because we have soccer accounts and we've got thousands of his videos and we're holding him back, but we don't give a shit. We'll rub his nose into the ground until he grovels and begs for forgiveness and mercy. Because you don't give a crap. You don't give a toss. You don't give a toss. The only thing you give a toss about is in your what can only be described as emotional brutality. That's all you give a toss about. Is giving it to the theist with as much emotional brutality as you can muster. You will pulverize them to the ground and you will show them whatever it takes. Well, I tell you this, I'll defeat you on my knees and I'll pray and I'll ask God to deal with you. But the only way you would ever defeat me is in academic debate. And you'll never do that. Because you're a bunch of cowards. Every single one of you. A bunch of cowards. I make 10 men of you, Fiona. I make 10 men of you, Hogtie Champ. I make 10 men of you, DPR Jones. I make 10 men of you, Iron Man. I make 10 men of you, Thunderfoot. I make 10 men of you, Ali. I make 10 men of you, Jim Gardner. And I make 10 men of you, Live Life 807 too. I'm worth 10 men. Never you forget it. So enjoy it. There are many good atheists out there who I've met. Some real nice atheists I meet from time to time on my travels, and I have really good conversations with them. Some really good guys, really smart guys, and really kind guys, really friendly guys. And I don't think all atheists are the same as you. There's some good atheists on YouTube, really kind atheists, who set an excellent example, and I really respect them. And there are many atheists that I meet who I really respect, and I have good conversations. But the kind of atheism that you represent is a very militant atheistic atheism. It's not representative of many atheists. There are much more wiser, understanding atheists, less zealous, more moderate, and I've got lots of respect for them. They allow free speech, they don't take away your free speech, and they don't deal with you in an underhanded way. Those people I respect. So I want to say to every atheist out there, and every Christian, I have made some big mistakes on YouTube, and I regret it, and I am sorry. But I can honestly tell you, at the bottom of my heart, that I'm sincere, that I'm a preacher of the gospel, and I can honestly tell you, and I am not lying, that these people have taken over control of my public profile. They got rid of 3,000 of my subscribers by cyberbullying me so that I have to pull them down. They reduced Atheist Examine to a small portion of what it was. There were over 2,000 scholarly videos on that channel. There are only a few hundred now. They have run from academic debate, where they will continually pursue personal acrimony and controversy rather than raising above it to debate. They have stopped me from doing Google Hangouts where I can actually talk about academic subjects, and they have vilified me with videos that make me look in a bad light. They have soccer accounts where they don't have permission to have my videos so that they can control my public profile. These are the people that you respect: Alex Bolton, Jim Gardner, Hogtie Champ, Aussie, Live Life 8072, New Covenant Group, Thunderfoot, Iron Ra, and DPR Jones. These are the kind of people that did that at Christmas and have allowed it to happen and continue to allow it to happen. These are the people that you look up to. These are the people that are able to weasel out of every situation and present something to you that is not the truth. I'm telling you the truth, that these people have taken my freedom of speech away, and I'm not allowed to operate, criticize atheism. I'm not allowed to have academic debates. I'm not allowed to have Google Hangouts on academic subjects. I'm not allowed to be successful on YouTube, because if I am successful with the Atheist, where I had 3,000 subscribers, they cut me down. These are the people. So you continue to look up to them, but I'm telling you the truth. Like I said, I have made mistakes and I have failed, but in all my output, you can never ever get the full amount of Jason Burns without those 2,000 scholarly videos that I had. You can never even begin to understand who I am unless you had those 2,000 scholarly videos, but those scholarly videos are gone. The atheists are presenting to you the funny videos that I made, but there are 2,000 scholarly videos missing, so the atheists and Christians are given a false representation of who I am as a person. That control has been maintained and continues to be maintained by the atheists, They will say that they're not working together, but you can go to old comments of the videos that they have of me and see that they definitely work together. They're on the same Google Hangouts, chatting together and planning together, and it's obvious that they do work together. So I'm just making this video because I can see that you're ganging up on other people already, and you're seeking out other victims. Well, other atheists have contacted me in the past, and they have acknowledged that they see that all is not well in your group. So there are atheists that have woken up, and I say it with honesty that I have not been a paragon of virtue. I have failed. I acknowledge that I've made mistakes. I acknowledge that I shouldn't have rounded on Alex and his wife. It was not right. And I apologize for that, and I'm really sorry. And I'm sorry that I shouldn't have said things about Aaron Ra and Non-Stamp Collector, and I apologize for that. The making explicit about me doing a Nazi salute, I'm not apologizing for that because I didn't mean any harm whatsoever. It was tongue-in-cheek. There was no insinuation or anything like that. If I have done something wrong, I'll apologize for it. And I apologize for the mistakes I've made. And I apologize for that. But I am telling you the truth that I was threatened by over 10 people at Christmas. I am telling you the truth that you accused me of plagiarism and you never gave me a chance to actually come and answer you on your shows. I am telling you the truth that I went to see my doctor and I could have been sectioned, and that the doctor told me I could be sectioned. I am telling you the truth that that was beyond traumatic, that was unbelievably traumatic. I am telling you the truth that I had 3,000 subscribers and I had to pull them down because of threats. I am telling you the truth that I had thousands of videos and I've lost them. I am telling you the truth that I am not able and never been able to do a Google Hangout where I could talk about an academic subject without at least 3 to 5 atheists jumping on me and stopping me from doing that Google Hangout, so that people can see that I can do academic discussion on topics like Immanuel Kant. I am telling you the truth that I have been dying and longing to do academic debates, and the atheists have refused to have those debates, but seek controversy rather than academic debates. And I am telling you the truth, I have a BA in theology that I've studied at MA level, and I am telling you the truth that I have been a professional minister and I have trained people to be preachers. I am telling you the truth that I've studied under academic theology for over 10 years. I'm telling you the truth that I'm the real deal, that I am a real scholar, and these people have sought to take away my ability to communicate to you that scholarship. And they do not want you to know the scope that I could have provided for you. And so you can believe these people who spend hours and hours talking about people's private life, or you can believe me, who will not be on YouTube because I don't have free speech. I have a number of channels where I have videos on, but it's nothing compared to what I had prior to Christmas. There's just a few hundred videos scattered about. But I had thousands of videos before Christmas. So it's nothing compared to what it used to be. And my voice has been taken away. Whenever the atheists want a bad video of me, they kick me. They'll DMCA me, then I get angry. I make a video that I'm angry. The atheists keep the recording. They show the video and say, look at Jason, he's just got angry. And that's what they continue to do. I've been unable to function and communicate my view. So get upset and I get frustrated, I get angry, and then they tape it and then they say, look at Jay is a nut job. But you don't see the thousands of scholarly videos that they've made sure that you don't see anymore. So anyhow, I've said my piece, and you pushed me out of the conversation because I'm a threat. I am a threat to you. I'm not the brightest button in the world, but I do know my subject, and I am a scholar in my field of theology, and that's a fact. And you feel threatened by that, and you can't cope with that, and that's a fact. And like I said, I'm worth 10 of one of your men any day. Sometimes it's better to walk away from a fight, and I'm walking away, but I'll be the winner by walking away. So take care. Appreciate the attention, appreciate the time, appreciate the many things, the good things that have happened on YouTube. And I appreciate meeting and knowing many of you, even my enemies. And it's been very highly entertaining. Sometimes it's good to walk away. And like I said, I'm going to be spending more time on my knees than on YouTube. More time in prayer. I want to give a special special hello to Ryan Campbell, who's come back on YouTube. I hope you're okay, mate. Special notice to Ra as well. And special note is to Raspberry and Brett Keane and to all you folks out there. It's been good to be with you, and I'm sorry if I've made mistakes, but I'm sure you'll agree it was highly entertaining, and I wish you all the best, and may God bless you all, and value your prayers, and God bless you, and may He keep you, and the same to you all. I wish you, Alex, all the best. I really do. I wish you, Hogtie Champ, and you, Fiona, you, Jim Gardner, and Lenny, Captain Awesome Crew, DP, Iron Thunderford, Live Life 872, Essence of Thought, and many others. I wish you all the best for the future. And just God bless you all. I don't mean wish you any harm. I don't mean any harm to you. And I hope that you do flourish. And I hope this kind of culture changes in the future. And I hope that you are blessed. I really, really do. But if you continue to be this way, and if you continue to do the things that you're doing, then I hope that God deals with you and stops you. And I hope that that someone somewhere in the end stops you all. And so I wish you all the best. If anyone wants to contact me and talk to me, and don't try and record it, the Skype, but if there's any person out there who believes what I'm telling you and you really want to know about Christianity, you really, really do want to know about Christianity, you may contact me at jason.burns107. That's my Skype, and you can contact me and ring me. But don't contact me if you're a troll or if you're a person who wants to cyberbully. You can contact me. Even my enemies, I give you permission to contact me if you want to contact me. If you want to build bridges, you want to build a friendship, even my enemies, you're welcome. Alex, Jim Gardner, Hogtie Champ, Thunderfoot, DPR Jones, you're welcome to contact me on Skype, and you're welcome to try and build bridges with me and talk to me. Well, we'll type. Don't want to talk at the moment, but you're free to Skype me and to talk to me by typing. If you want to build bridges, the same goes for you, Aussie. Same goes for you at the New Covenant group. You want to build bridges, you're welcome to do that. I won't say you're cyberbullying me, so long as that's what you want to do and you're genuine and sincere about that. I'm not a man to cast people out and never given them a chance. And that's all I have to say, really. Like I said, I'll be dealing with it on my knees, and I made this video to protect, not just to come out and say no. Think about what you're doing. I'm not saying you shouldn't have free speech, but there's better ways of going about things and better things you can be doing. Alright, take care. God bless.